it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
You never heard of the Salted Squat? The Titan of Terror. Colossus of Clout? The King of Crash, man. Oh, yeah, the Great Bambino. I thought you said the Great Bambi. That wimpy deer.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Daily and Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daily & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daily & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Keep up with Athens and Limestone County sports with a Play Action Sports Report. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is East Limestone Girls basketball coach Jessica Thompson, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to the final installment edition episode of Applebee's Tailgate Talk for the season. The final live one, ladies and gentlemen, after this Saturday. Throughout the summer, with just a couple of exceptions, we'll be running the best of, so you can still tune us in. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Coach Clint Legg, also known as Mayhem from Allstate.
Thank you.
Producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert. And we're live on WKAC, the Big 1080. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Look for us on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and on Instagram or Twitter at Tailgate Talk AL. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net to get scores and archives of past shows. You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nominations for future polls, as well as find the links to download the PAS Plus app for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Google, and other popular platforms. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. Call or text us during the show at 256-8121-TGT. That's 256-812-1844. 888. Our call-in guests come in via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And the special guest segment sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. Hey, Coach, welcome to the show, man.
Awesome.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. Glad to be here. Been extremely busy. Glad to get to do something I really want to do, you know?
Yeah. Got graduation over last night?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got them all gone. Get to go back to work on Tuesday and work all summer.
Really?
I love it.
What do you get to do during the summer? Sit in your office?
I got to hire some teachers.
Okay.
I got to make sure things. Got to keep a check on things going on down there at the school. Got to make sure we keep it going and get it ready for next year. It'll be here before you know it.
It will. That's for sure. We got a great show lined up for everybody today. May 27th, 2023. I was telling producer extraordinaire, my notebook here is started in July 17th of 2021 at the Mud Volleyball, and I'm ready to archive this bad boy. So I'll be visiting Staples to get
how
another.
How many more pages have you got?
I've got one more page.
Well,
Took it right down.
Room for one more mud volleyball.
I may
do in the summer.
I may. This one started with mud volleyball. Let's start the other one with mud volleyball. UAB softball coach, former Wallace State softball coach A.J. Daugherty will be joining us. Athens United 12 and under 12U, I guess 12 and under 12U volleyball. Now that's somebody near and dear to your heart there, Coach, is on that team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on, figure it out. You got it. Keep on going. There we go.
Sorry, man. Yes, sir. This is Lucy's team and they're pretty good, but they're pretty good because you're going to see two coaches that's her coach that really know the game and really, it's not only good to know the game, but it's how you teach it with the fundamentals, and they've done a great job of coaching a knucklehead in my youngest daughter. They're really good. That's awesome. Now, are they coming in studio,
yes.
Tim? Okay,
yes.
They'll be in studio. That's great.
And I don't know how many of them's coming either. So.
Oh, gosh. Yes, sir, they're coming.
Blue Springs youth football and cheer sponsor, Kristen Kulavich, is coming in. We'll be discussing.
No, you've got them.
What?
Kristen is in with the other thing. I don't know who's coming in for Clements for the
Blue Springs
for the Blue Springs.
Oh well,
Kristen's coming in for the County Line State of Mind.
Oh, okay, so they're not one thing.
No.
Okay then, Kristen Kulavich coming in for County Line State of Mind, 10K, 5K.
Yeah.
And somebody else is coming in from Blue Springs youth football.
We'll see when they get here.
We'll find out who that is at the appropriate time. Josh Caray, the voice of the Trash Pandas, will join us. And AP Steadham, or Swami of the SEC, will be online as well. So we're winding down all kind of sports stuff, college footballs, getting into the summer workouts. I guess you'd call it not the dark times. It's not a lot of stuff to talk about,
It is a good time, though, to be a coach. I mean, that's the one part I miss about it is the summers and working and getting it going, and that's what we're looking forward to right now is getting out there and getting going. I know our kids are excited. We had a big win over in Sheffield, and as we'll watch the film on it, we'll see them. We fumbled a couple times deep inside the red zone to blow the win out, and that's something that we can't continue to do. We got to score when you're inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Jaden does. Jaden's a quarterback. Our quarterback, the last day of practice, it wasn't Jaden, but the last day of practice, we're running some drills, and he runs in there and gets his collarbone broke. So Jaden was forced into action. But hey, pretty good problem to have, Yeah, good backup to have there. And so, like I said, final live show for this season. So, do we want to toss it over to producer extraordinaire, or you got something else you want to discuss?
We were out tonight, last night, but where we were, they had TVs, and so I'm watching Alabama baseball.
Yeah.
Fall behind 5-0 in the top of the first inning for to Vanderbilt. And I'm like, what?
Was that stupid whistler out there? Could you hear him? That aggravates.
I couldn't hear the TV.
Just mute I have to mute the TV if I'm ever watching Vanderbilt. a game at Vanderbilt's playing baseball.
Yeah. So, anyway.
You want to walk up and punch that guy.
I know, right?
But, of course, Alabama went on to lose that one. I think it was 9-2, the final score.
Tom Tim said he was out last night. I know they had all them TVs at the Pink Pony. I didn't know they had all those.
Yeah.
Have to go over there tonight.
Let's go check out the TVs
Check
at
it
the
out.
Pony.
The TVs.
The Pony, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And then Braves lost 2.
Trash Pandas lost.
Little Trash Pandas lost. And how did Alabama softball end up doing?
They got beat. They got beat, too.
But Montana's got that huge knee brace on, which affects her stride foot, and she can't stride out there. She's throwing it about 67, which seems like a fast, but you can still catch up with that one.
Yeah.
But when she throws it up there at 72, I mean, it's hard to – I was watching – you watch Stanford, that girl's throwing 72. It's hard to catch up.
Man, that's a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from
yes, sir, it is.
From softball.
Getting back to the Braves, I talked to Jay and Barry Devine, a lot who are huge Braves fans. I like the Braves, but I love the Dodgers. Don't slap me for saying that. But the pitchers, I've never heard of these guys. They seem like they walk out a different one every day.
Yep.
I see the 12U volleyball girls congregating outside there of the studio, so maybe they'll be here in a second.
So anyway, now I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. It's 43 feet from front of the pitching rubber in high school and college softball. And you're throwing 72. That's smoking.
That's about 100.
Yeah, that's close to it, reaction time-wise. Oh, so let's toss it over to producer extraordinaire for
Scores and more.
So I have no scores, but I do have a little bit more. Let's see. Well, really some more so announcements that are coming up. Some
excuse me.
Some camps and things. We had Cottontown United on earlier. They are having tryouts for 2005 to 2007 boys and 2006 to 2011 girls. That's going on through May 29th, but you can go to their Facebook page or their website at cottontownunited.org for more information. The Athens Rec Center is having adult co-ed sand volleyball, softball, and pickleball league registrations going on through the end of the month, and also youth tennis registration going on. So those are all different prices there, but you can get the scoop on that. Call 233-8740 and you get the prices on whatever it is you're interested in. Ardmore Basketball is going to be having a kids camp on, May 31st through the 2nd of June.
Those are fun days.
Ardmore Tiger Hoops Facebook page is where you can find information on that. Calhoun's going to have a couple of basketball events going on. Coach Powell's I-Camp for grades 3 through 11 is going on June 5th through 6th, and cost for that is $75. And then right out of that, they're going to have a varsity boys camp on June 7th. So for information on either one of those, you can contact Coach Derek Powell at derek.powell@calhoun.edu.
Guess what's back on Sirius XM?
What?
Yacht Rock.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Ambrosia,
baby.
Christopher Cross.
Every 10 minutes.
Golly.
The same song.
Hey, Poco.
Toto even.
That's
yeah.
right.
Bread.
I'm sorry.
So that scores and more.
That's more.
That's more. That's
brought
right.
to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them online online at p4physicaltherapy.com or on Facebook.
Awesome.
Debbie texted me this past week. Yacht Rock's back on. I said, I can't wait to tell Leg now.
Sometimes you need that in your life to go back to the times of the city pool in Athens when you got a locker and you went and swam all day until Mr. Mitchell kicked us out and we had to walk home. But in those days you could walk home. And
you could walk home.
Can't walk home anymore.
No.
But we're talking about pickleball. You guys know that Brian Wagner, former retired coaches at East, and April Davis from the Bible School are studs in pickleball.
No, I didn't know that.
I just wish Zach was still here because I'd like to get him in the sand volleyball and the pickleball league just to see Zach in the sand with tennis shoes on because he'd never go barefoot. You know that?
Really?
Oh, he wouldn't.
That's good.
Oh, that'd be awesome. A lot going on in Athens, isn't it now, man?
It's expanding. A lot of it is going on.
Blowing up here.
And that's a good thing.
I think so.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus, and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Dakota McNair from West Limestone High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi there, this is Dan Pastorini, former NFL quarterback, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I said I'm all about that action.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our man, the Swami of the SEC, joining us, Mr. AP Steadham. AP, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
How has the show been as we see it with AP and Kelly?
Yeah, we had some really cool guests this week. We had David Eckert, who for the Jackson Clarion Ledger covers Ole Miss.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was graded the Penn State graduate, so he knows about running backs, Saquon Barkley. So you have a good one over there from the Pike Road High School in Alabama, Quinshawn Judkins. So he said he looks very similar, maybe not as athletic, but it's still spectacular. And then our special guest we had was Burton Burns, a former Alabama associate head coach, running back coach.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Ole Miss, Lane decided to troll Auburn a little bit this week. Did you see that?
No, I saw the headline. I didn't get a chance to read. What was he saying?
Well, people have been, evidently the Auburn fans down there have been bragging about we've got a Buc-ee's and stuff like that. So Kiffin puts out we've got a first chevron with chicken on a stick.
Always something.
Always something. You may have Buc-ee's, but we got the first chevron with chicken on a stick.
Chicken on a stick. Wow, that's our claim to fame. All righty.
Yes,
You'll have to roll with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you can do.
I'm looking forward to there's a little not tension, but I guess you call it between Auburn and Ole Miss this year.
That's the way you want it, though.
That's the way you got to have it to keep it fun, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's all in fun. Yeah, I mean, Kiffin, he's going to find a way to put the spotlight on himself. But maybe he does that. That's his intention. Keep it off his team.
Probably so.
I tell you what he better do, though. He better get the players, because I know Coach Freeze is doing a great job in that.
Coach Freeze has flipped the roster.
Yeah.
I see that he was named one of the top, if not the top, transfer portal coaches, right?
Yes.
To get all those players. What did he get? 40 something? Is that right? That number right?
It's close to it.
It's a bunch of them.
I think by the time you've lost, the number you've lost was 20 something, and he brought in 21 transfer portal.
Okay.
So that may be where the number 40 comes from.
The number 40 comes in. Yeah, because I was looking at it, I was saying 40. No, that can't be right. I was thinking that's way too high. I mean, I know people bring in numbers. Nobody like the ones out in Colorado, but
that
schools, he's inventing a new school out there, Colorado the second or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
AP, I get tickled. I'm a huge Alabama fan, and the people that's going, Georgia, man, they become the new Alabama. I'm gonna disagree. Alabama in their height when we were real good, doing real good in recruiting, we still didn't get the dudes that Georgia's pulling in their recruiting classes. Kirby's getting everybody he wants, and then everybody else gets the rest.
He's selecting players.
That's right.
Which is, what Texas did in that state for years and years, but it didn't do them any good. They selected the wrong ones.
Right.
Right. So you have to select the right ones. And I mean that's the key.
Coach Dye always said that Auburn got their players from Georgia as much more so than Alabama, and so Kirby comes in at a time when guys like I love Coach Malzahn, but he didn't put any emphasis on offensive linemen. Now, and then you're right after that we get Coach Harsin. So Kirby's been in a state where he's not had to compete with anybody from Auburn as far as the top talent in Georgia goes.
He hasn't. No, you're right. You're correct about that. That's a skewed version of recruiting that maybe somebody didn't recognize, but you brought it out. It's an excellent point, because Auburn was Georgia and Florida, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Coach Freeze he's going heavy in Mississippi and Georgia. But I'm impressed with what he's done. He knew he had to flip that roster, and that's basically what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and he's done a great job of doing that.
Yeah, and if you win more games this year, then everybody's happy.
We stole one from Dion, actually. Hooks is his last name. They call him Hollywood Hooks. Now, I've seen this cat make a ball 12 foot in the air almost, and he makes a one-handed catch. But, they say he can be a hothead on the field and maybe a little brash. So we'll see how, if Coach Freeze can rein that in just enough to keep from getting personal foul penalties.
AP, I think, all that's fine and dandy, but where Auburn's catching up is they went out and got some good big guys up front.
Big guys.
That's how you win football games.
In SEC, it's about the people up front on both sides. You got to get after that quarterback, because we know now that the SEC is a quarterback league all of a sudden, right? They're going to have 10 or 11 starters maybe in the next couple of years in the NFL.
Yep,
that's got to be a record for the SEC.
Yep,
I don't recall that double digits. Yeah,
it used to be Midwest schools where they were still. Yeah,
West Coast, Midwest. Notre Dame quarterback or something.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah. So that's a new phase for SEC football.
Where's AP at today?
Where are you at today? AP, you at home?
AP is in Atlanta. I would have been up to the Greenbrier for the West Virginia Game Changers event. We saw Roy Williams was the featured speaker.
Nice.
They're trying to eclipse the opioid issue with all the children in West Virginia. So the first speaker 3 years ago was Nick Saban. Last year was Brad Paisley. This year was Roy Williams. And so I was up there with some folks, and then now I came back to Charlotte and Atlanta today, and be heading down to Destin, Florida for the SEC spring meetings on Monday. So they start on Tuesday.
When I saw you were at Greenbrier, I thought you were in our neck.
Absolutely. We got a great Greenbrier restaurant.
Hush puppies and fish.
Oh, no kidding.
Puppies and catfish and barbecue. Yeah, man.
We'll have to drive by. We'll have to check it out.
It's just a little bit off the new interstate there.
Not far.
Oh, okay. Not too far. Okay.
Not far.
So, we're looking at this scheduling business, right, for the SEC.
Yes.
9, 8. I mean, those with the faint of heart want to stay at 8. Those who want to get TV to make them more money for the extra SEC game will vote for 9. But I'm thinking, why not vote for 9? Because it's only, if you think about it, okay, say you have 4 teams that you feel you can beat. That means you have to win two games a year to get to 6. That's a pretty low standard.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get to 9, you just have to win 3.
Yeah.
3 or 4. I mean, that's still low, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Because if you have 3 teams, right, 9 SEC, 3 non-conference games. If you set those games up, that's 3 wins. You have to win 3 SEC. That is certainly a very low standard for people who are making a lot of money.
That's the truth.
I mean, that's really not fair.
Yeah.
And you're wanting us to watch another game against an FCS school or somebody else that you can beat by 30 points and we have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I think I don't think you're really you're serving your fans and alumni.
That train of thinking will I think will bring the talent of the SEC down, because then
right,
you got to play each other to win. I mean, we've seen the last 10 however many years the SEC championship goes through the SEC.
That's right.
Right, and if you get to just 8 games, and what are you going to have? 16 teams now? That's the number? Mm-hmm. You're going to play just 8 out of the 16.
8 out of the 16 are probably going to be SEC teams.
Well, I guess it's 8 out of 15 because you're yourself.
You're
right?
one of them, right?
Whatever it is,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I think, like I say, 3 wins. You're saying you can't win 3 games. You're telling your team we cannot win 3 games in our league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the way I view it. Yeah. So I think it's really you're betraying your players to some degree.
Yep.
I think. I don't know. But that's
I
my
can't
opinion.
wait to see these new teams coming in the SEC that really think they're real good. Texas, Oklahoma. Football, they'll struggle. But I'm telling you, in softball and the spring sports, they're going to bring a lot to the table in the SEC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're very good. The football teams, I mean, let's think about it. Texas and Oklahoma, they can't win the Big 12.
No, not in football.
True, very true.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a long ways to go, in my mind.
That's true. Well, AP, thank you so much for joining us, bud. Enjoy the summer, and we will catch back up with you come next August, I believe it is. July, end of July.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. And listen to AP and Kelly as we see it, and we really look forward to getting more guests this summer, and we'll catch up to y'all down the road.
Sounds good, AP. Take care, brother.
Okay, thank you for having me now.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, AP Steadham, our Swami of the SEC. It's time to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on KAC, the Big 1080.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard weekly on the AP and Kelly As We See It podcast on Anchor and Spotify. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. When you're looking for something special for your next event, why not bring in the most amazingly fine flavored shaved ice this side of the islands, Kona Ice of Decatur and Athens. Whether it's a school or major sporting event, a picnic, or a festival, Kona Ice brings the fun and laughter. From their steel drum music to their signature flavor wave, where guests can flavor their own shaved ice. No event is too big or too small. Kona Ice makes fundraising easy too. Call Kona Ice today and tell them what you have in mind. 256-566-5298. Or look for them on your favorite social media platform. Kona Ice of Decatur in Athens. 256-566-5298.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens. Your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling? Paint peeling off your walls? Shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-236 732-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner receives a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, the land of giggles. Here, we're live on WKAC, the Big 1080, and we've got. Sorry, I think I only got tickled now. The Athens United 12U volleyball team is joining us. Coaches Tanisha and Kiana Malone, sisters. Last name Malone. I thought they might have been from Tanner, but they said they went to Muscle Shoals. So, yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And of course, Coach Legs over here grinning like a chessy cat.
I'm just, they deserve definitely a round from the bar over there putting up with it. Well, I know several of these on here on this thing here, but I'm gonna say this before you get started. Like I said before they came in here, these two do as good a job of anybody I've ever seen coaching volleyball.
He was bragging on y'all.
Doing a great job. And here's what I like about them more than anything. There's not anybody in this group that's not going to get chewed out by them. That's the way I always did it. That's the way my wife did it. And that's the way I expect our coaches.
So they're hard coaches, huh?
They're good
tough,
ones.
Fair,
hard. That's what you want as a parent. If you want anything else, then you need to stick with something else.
So, well, let's let the coaches talk. Tell us about the 12U Athens United and where y'all travel. I mean, where your tournaments go, where you practice, stuff like that. Stuff that people pretend like everybody listening has no clue that there's a 12U Athens United.
Okay. We are the 12U United 12U team out of Athens. We practiced at Isom's Chapel off Morrisville, so that's where our practices were held. We competed in 7 tournaments, our first one being at the Von Braun here in Huntsville. Yeah. And we got second place.
Nice.
Yes, nice. But I think that was a turning point in our season because after then we realized we definitely could have gotten first and that we didn't play our best. So we went to work. And so then we won our next 3 tournaments in Birmingham and Franklin. We had 2 in Birmingham and 1 in Franklin, so we got first place in all of those tournaments. And then our 2 tournaments before regionals, we played in Chattanooga, and we went back to Franklin. We played in the 13U division. Mm-hmm. So our first 13U tournament, we ended up getting second.
Played up a year.
Yes, so we were very excited about that. And then our last tournament before regionals was in Franklin, so we actually played in the 13 division, power division. So and we upset
even more level.
One more level up today. Yeah.
We upset a couple of those 13U teams, and so that was very exciting. And then our last one was in Atlanta, the regional tournament, and we played very well. Didn't drop a set, and we ended up winning. We actually played a good team out of Huntsville, the RCBC 12U team. So good competition. The girls stepped up.
So you didn't drop a set?
Nope.
Not one set in that tournament?
Not one set.
Wow. Well, ladies, in case y'all are curious, this food is for you as well as us. We can't eat that much. So, coaches, y'all
thank you.
Smell them mozzarella sticks there. You better be glad Bama Zach's not here because he'd be fighting you over them mozzarella sticks.
Especially that many is just enough for him.
That's almost a mozzarella stick cake right there. Mm-hmm. Coach Kiana, who's the head coach? Or y'all both equally share responsibilities?
Yeah, she does like the administrative stuff. I get all the practice plans together. So
nice.
after we lose or after we see something that we need to work on, that's me. I'll be going back thinking like, what can we do? Whatever. Yeah. And like she said, after that first tournament, we made a lot of adjustments after that first tournament. The girls bought into it. I know a lot of times they did not want to do all the things that we had them doing, but they did buy into it, and they still came back every day and worked hard.
Oh, good.
Yep.
So, who's some of your girls here? We know who this one right here is. So we'll start with you, Miss Auburn Hater here.
Okay. Do you want them to tell their name? They can tell their name.
Yeah, tell your name on here. Say what?
That'd be your name. That's what I'd probably say.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Where's the volume button? There you go.
My name is Lucy. Harper. Maddie. I'm Scarlett. Cadence. Addison. Zoe.
Tay.
Yeah.
Can we run it back again? Let them tell where they go to school at.
Where do you go to school?
I go to West Armstrong High School. I go to Ardmore High School. Morris Mill Intermediate. Ardmore High School. Athens Middle School. Ardmore High School. Discovery Middle School.
Ardmore dominate.
We got the parents over here in the
Shane Emerson, the governor of Ardmore. It's awesome.
It's good. Shane, what year did you graduate Ardmore?
And I can't remember. I'm 53.
80. Okay, so it wasn't same year as you. Okay, I was thinking. I'm an 83 grad from Tanner, so
awesome.
That's cool. So the girls, they seem to be happy to be here. I don't, Tim, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we've ever had a microphone passed through a team so fast.
I know it. So we went through the line and got all their names, I noticed, and then we went back and got all the schools. So I hope you remember who came in what order.
Right.
Because we just got a list of schools.
I didn't even attempt to write them down.
They were so nervous. They was like, what are they going to ask? We was like, we don't know. So one of them was worried that you was going to ask math questions.
Hey, really?
Math?
I said, not in sports. She said, well, math kind of goes with sports, like how fast you run, how high you jump.
Yeah. You score.
Hey,
okay, that kind of math.
Can we pick one in Athens Middle School right there? I want to ask her this question. What's the best part about playing for these two?
Probably that they
Put that microphone up there.
Get the word close where you can hear
it. They're always hard on us, and you got this, girl.
You know, whenever you become a professional athlete, you better be used to it.
Just keep in mind on radio, nobody's watching.
Yeah. And you're not talking to millions, you're just talking to one.
So she's hard on you. What else?
You got something.
Help her out.
Go ahead, yeah.
They's coaches, they're really good coaches. They've always wanted to push us to our potential, no matter what. And they've always had these really hard practices, but it's always come out good for us.
For the way that they were described right off the bat as your first tournament and you finished second, I said, well, that's good. And then I get this look from both the coaches. It's like they were not playing what they were capable of playing and what we know they can do. So I'm guessing that after that second place that amperage got turned up a little bit in practices. It did.
Well, our coaches are also very competitive people.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been competitive.
Are they competitive against each other?
Yes.
Really? Well, do y'all get out there and do some bump sets?
Yes, a little bit.
Just a little bit. We're getting a little older, so we're not able to do as much as we used to do. But
well, you know what? We had Coach Matt Smith on from Tanner last week, and I asked him if he demonstrated some of those soccer moves for his team, because he's kind of a big guy. And,
he's huge.
They dissed him a little bit.
No, they did. They dogged Coach Smith out big time.
So I'm guessing, y'all are a little bit more, able to do that stuff.
A little bit. I mean, some of the stuff, of course, I struggle with myself. I would have to practice just like they do, so. But it is what it is. We know enough and we can do enough for a 12U level.
There's 7 players here. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is this your entire team?
We're missing 2.
Missing 2. Okay, so 9. How do the rotations work like that?
So some people had subs, and like our libero, Maddie, she went in for 2 front row people.
Oh, okay.
But our goal this year too was to have a team where everybody could contribute. So we didn't want any major drop-offs in the talent. So we wanted to give all the girls opportunity to contribute to the team. And I will say that this year has probably been one of our first teams where I can truly say that everybody contributed. We depended on everybody, and so that just made the experience a lot more rewarding because everybody can say that they actually contributed and they felt a part of the team. So that was exciting.
How many years has this 12U been together? And do you guys follow them from 7U, 8U, 9U, or you're strictly 12U?
So we could follow them, but we also help coach at Bob Jones, so we're assistants at Bob Jones. So the way things are set up in the state of Alabama, you can't really coach kids past 6th grade that are in your program. Right. So that's kind of why we stick with 12U. But we've had most of these girls. We had most of them last year as 11U, and then we had 3. Then most of them played with us in a fall league last year. So we had 2 people that didn't play for us, but Lucy, but we had her in summer camp, so we knew that they had a lot of potential. So we knew most of the girls.
So Discovery over here, which high school?
Give her the microphone.
Which high school? There you go. Don't forget to turn it on. It's got on. There you go. Which high school will you be moving into?
Bob Jones.
Bob Jones.
She ain't crazy.
But she can't coach you no more until you get to Bob Jones.
Well, we can help with middle school. And
you can help with middle
club.
school? Yeah. Just not club stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. So that was my. And she's handed it back.
Oh.
Coaches, was there a reason you wanted her to have the microphone?
I want to ask those questions. Tell these people about what coaches have y'all do during the week, not just practicing, that helps y'all become better players and better people in general.
They do like team building together, like where we'll go out and like serve food, or like we'll help clean up a lady's yard, like clean up the leaves and everything.
That's
or
nice.
Sometimes we'll do we went to Florence and we did a mental toughness camp, and it helped a lot.
Tell them who that was with. They'll know who you're talking about.
Coach Ray.
Rayfield Ragland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Auburn Tiger.
Yep.
Awesome.
That is good.
Well, I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's about all of it when it comes to the little ones. You got to learn how to play it, because now we don't teach pee-wee football and stuff like that. We're teaching plays and not teaching how to play.
Yeah, fundamentals.
And these two have done a great job with that with this group of kids, and I can't tell you how proud I am of them. I don't get to go a lot because I have to be where I have to be, but it also makes me feel good knowing these two are at Bob Jones and have to put up with Kelvis White a lot. I know that's pretty tough. It's a tough job.
I will make a mention that last year, the 11U team, when we went to regionals, they had a great first day in pool play. They won all of our games in pool play, and then that Saturday morning they lost their first game. And so that a lot of people, the kids, the parents, the coaches, they took that to heart. So we were like, that was one of our goals, because we knew we would have a majority of them this year to win regional. So we had that goal on our mind from day one. And those girls that were part of the team last year knew some of the things that they did the previous year that they needed to work on, and that maybe prevented us from going as far as we did. But so I think ever since last year, that loss too was kind of on their minds, and they wanted to do better.
And another little thing about that, the team that beat us last year was actually the 12U team that we beat. They moved up to 12U. That's the team that we beat in the finals, and we had beat them early in their season too. So there was a little.
Did you walk by them going, in your face? Because that's what, if Todd was here, that's what he'd be doing this right here.
But I will say that our girls, one thing that we did like about them too, they were humble. And they were never cocky. We never seen them, at least they didn't show that to us. They were very humble, and they knew that anybody could beat us, but we could beat anybody. But when we stepped on the court, they knew they had to show up, and that we weren't just going to win because we had that united across our chest. So they knew that they had to play in order to win.
That's cool.
So what's next?
Yes.
For y'all?
I was going to say, how many of these girls will move up that won't be with you now, and then...
So all of them will have to move up except one, and I think she wants to come back. We'll see.
Okay.
But the rest of them will be playing school ball.
School ball, okay.
So they all make their school ball teams, and just talking from some of the coaches and from the trials, they all were set apart from their teammates. So that's very impressive, and that makes us happy as coaches that they were noticed.
And some of them are going to get moved up to 8th grade. Some of them, so they're getting to move up a level because of their talent.
Did these coaches realize how blessed they are that they got team leaders walking into the room that they didn't even have to?
Yeah,
but also some of them have to go play with a letdown because these two are real good coaches.
Yeah.
My daughter's going to have to play for a big time letdown, which is my wife.
I know you just didn't say that out loud on the radio.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. Chastity's great.
Yes, Chastity is great.
She was a great high school volleyball player and then college basketball player. Yes. And the most recent entrance to the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
Yep.
How's your mom been since she got that Hall of Fame? She's been walking around with her head in the clouds, telling your dad, you just leave me alone and get out of it. You go clean that bathroom up because I'm in a Sports Hall of Fame right now.
No, she's been good because because she was worried about her speech.
Yeah.
And now she walks around like she just aced it.
I'm sure she did ace it.
She did pretty good, didn't she?
Did she?
I don't know.
This is cool. So, where will your next team come from? 11U, I guess. Do you know who they're going to be?
No, we don't. We'll have our tryouts in July, so we'll have a new team. So they have some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But I will say that this team, they worked hard from day one. They didn't complain a lot, and I know a lot of times we put a lot of demands on them, but they kept their emotions pretty much under control, and we didn't have a lot of eye rolling that we could see, and of course we addressed it when we did see it, but they worked hard. They were competitors.
That's great.
They were competitors.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
And we're going to have to take a break now, and best of luck to you girls.
Thank you.
In your future.
Thank you, coaches.
Thank you, coaches.
Yes.
Thank you, Coach Legg, for helping out with us right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Hayden Blakely from Athens Bible School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
The world is changing. Changes.
The Tailgate Talk app has changed. It's got a new name and a new look. It's now known as PAS Plus, and it's your home for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, along with James Clement Sports and Calhoun Basketball.
Change, never heard, huh?
Look for the download links at pasnetwork.net or tailgatetalk.net. PAS Plus, Play Action Sports, plus a little extra. PAS Plus from Play Action Sports.
This is Roman Colburn, former University of Alabama football player and 1992 national champion, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Let me give you some trash talk.
Hey, you want to talk some trash?
Trash?
Trash. Trash. Won't pick it up. Take them like no way. Girl, why not take out the trash?
You don't know how to trash talk, do you?
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, Old Tom Cat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. Coach Legg has taken the headsets off, but we've got the voice of the Trash Pandas joining us. Sorry, Josh, I'm just trying to trying to choke down some fajita here. Josh Caray, ladies and gentlemen, is joining us on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How about you?
Man, doing great. Got some press release here this week earlier. Sam Bachman gets called up for by the Angels for his major league debut.
Yeah, he did that last night, and I think he struck out 2, gave up a run, pitched 2 innings. So good for him. He's there, and hopefully it's the beginning of a long career.
Absolutely. The Angels took a lot of effort, made a lot of effort into drafting pitchers, and a lot of them are coming through Huntsville here last year and this year as well.
Yeah, some of them have panned out, some of them are struggling, but that's kind of the roll of the dice whenever you draft someone. And
right,
they've done a good job of trying to turn around that farm system, and it's starting to pay off.
It is. And speaking of last night, the three home runs and still couldn't get who was it that couldn't get past Chattanooga. So.
Yeah, right now the team's just struggling a little bit, and that's going to happen. Very young team, so they're right there. It's not like they're getting blown out by 5 or 6 runs. They're losing by a run or 2, or they're losing an extra inning. So you're just hoping that sometimes it just takes one game to win and get over the hump and turn it around. So hopefully we'll do it tonight.
There we go. Playing Chattanooga again in the Rocket City there at Mazda Toyota Stadium. So. What time is the first pitch, I guess?
Yeah, both games will begin at 6:35, and we'll have fireworks after both contests as well. So it's a fun weekend, and it's a good time to come down to the ballpark, see what the Trash Pandas are doing. And, we'd love to have folks on over.
Tim, okay. Tim looked like he was fixing to say something. What kind of food they got out there this year? I haven't been.
I think it's pretty much the same thing as we've had in previous years.
Okay.
I don't really get a chance to go to the concession stand that much, but we got burgers, hot dogs, popcorn. Okay. There's some specialty items around the stadium if you dig a little bit. So a lot of good stuff.
I thought you might have your own concierge, brother. They just bring it straight up to you, like room service or something.
No, I ain't that big a deal.
That's awesome. Great. That's great. And
Tom, my question to both of you guys: didn't the big first baseman for Auburn play for a while with the Pandas?
He did, and
where's he at now?
I asked about him earlier. Where I don't remember where DeShera is right now.
He's still in extended spring training, trying to work on a few things. So I don't know if he's or not.
Okay, so that'd be extended spring training on the West Coast.
Yeah, he's out in Arizona right now, still working some things out.
Cool. Sonny DeShera is his name. So yeah. Cool. What's who's shining? Anybody we need to keep an eye on right now coming up in the next couple of days, few weeks, as far as the schedule goes? Somebody with a hot bat or something like that?
Well, right now, probably the best all-around player is Orlando Martinez, outfielder, designated hitter. He's leading the league, and I think it's RBI, runs, and batting average. So he's doing really well. Kyron Paris' average is a little down, but I think he could be a major leaguer one day. He's got 9 home runs, steals a lot of bases, just needs to put the ball in play consistently. And really, we got a catcher named Edgar Cuero. who, he's going to have his ups and downs. He's only 20 years old, so he's going to have his struggles. But overall, he's hitting very well right now, and he's very good defensively behind the plate. So the Angels got some guys on our team.
That's great. That is great. Tim, you got any questions? We're down. I'm the only guy here, me and producer extraordinaire and I, and so sometimes I run short on questions. So anything you want to let everybody know out there in radio land, so get them out to the ballpark?
Let's see. We'll be in Montgomery next week, and then we come back for a 6-game series against Tennessee. And, just go to our website, trashpandasbaseball.com. We have a lot of non-baseball events that are coming up this summer. We're going to have movies on the field. We're going to have a barbecue fest. We're going to have a beer and wine festival. We're going to have a poker night. So we got a lot of good things coming up at Toyota Field.
Poker night. Awesome.
Poker night. How's that working?
How does that work? They do it before the game or something? How does that work?
No, it's a non-baseball event. The team will be out of town when they do it. So.
Okay. No, I got you.
So they just set a bunch of tables out on the field, or what?
Yeah, what? There was
get them in trouble.
I was down in Port St. Lucie one time, and they had a game out there, a game during the game, and it was this player gets a hit or this player gets a home run or something. It was like baseball bingo or something like that. I can't remember it, but it was fun. I lost. I didn't win, so that's okay too.
I really appreciate what the Trash Pandas do. I know my daughter and all the what do you call it, Beta Club kids got to go from their school to the Trash Pandas game, and it's always a big time. And you guys sure do a good job of including the community in the schools, and we really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming out to the ballpark. It makes a difference for us and for the players. I know they really enjoy it.
Absolutely, man. Well, Josh, this is our last show of the season, buddy. We'll hopefully catch back up with you in the near future sometime at the beginning of next year, or our special program during the summer.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
Take care. Safe travels, brother. And ladies and gentlemen, Josh Caray, the voice of the Trash Pandas. It's time to take a break. We'll be back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Addison Norwood of Elkmont, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week, and winner of a gift card from the Athens Applebee's, along with a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this.
Temperatures are not the only thing starting to sizzle. Fiber fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company is fire. Switch or upgrade to a gig for only $89.90 a month. Stream summer blockbusters. Use your Wi-Fi to monitor your smart grill. Cool off with connected smart home devices. And so much more. Call 800-830-9946 to get gig connected today. That's 800-830-9946. Introductory prices for new fiber customers only.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Now on a platform near you, the Wreakin' Havoc podcast. News, interviews, and more will just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. The Wreakin' Havoc podcast on your favorite platform, on the PAS Plus app, and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Hey, this is Michael Parker, head football coach at Plymouth High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, complete with appetizers. Sorry, Coach, if we're smacking in your ear. Coach, ladies and gentlemen, Coach A.J. Daugherty, the head softball coach at UAB, the Blazers, UAB Blazers. Coach, welcome to the show, man. Welcome back, I think.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm glad to be back on with you guys. I appreciate you having me. I
appreciate you joining us, man. Last time I think we was in a little closet up there at Wallace State, been able to do the radio show during regionals.
That sounds right.
That's cool. So how was UAB nowadays?
It's been good. It's this first year was quite a adjustment for all of us. You know, me trying to adjust to the new compliance stuff, and I'm not used to having someone tell me how long I can practice.
Really?
So, just trying to keep up with NCAA compliance really for the first time was probably the biggest adjustment on my end.
So Wallace State was not affected as much by the compliance rules and practice limitations and stuff, or?
Correct. Yeah, the Wallace State is governed by the National Junior College Athletic Association, so the NJCAA, and the NCAA is what I moved into, and the rules are quite different, and there are quite a few more at my level now.
Wow. So did you ever get the idea just to tell the NCAA to stick it, and I'm going to practice as long as I want to, or?
Well, I kind of like my job.
I dare you to report me.
Yeah.
That's something Todd would say, but he's not here, so somebody's got to say it for him.
Yeah.
How was your first year at UAB, Coach?
I thought it went pretty well. We, we spent most of the fall just trying to figure each other out. I would say even the early part of the spring, we went to Middle Tennessee State there during our spring break, which was mid-March, and lost 2 out of 3. We lost an extra inning game that I felt like we probably should have pulled out, and then won the third game of the series. And after that, something just changed. I felt like we started pulling the rope the same direction. Everybody sort of bought in and got on board, and we saw some good results. And won 5 of our last 6 conference series, and was able to secure the 2 seed, so finished in the regular season standing in second place, and went to Charlotte, who wound up winning the conference for the final weekend series with an opportunity. The ball was in our court. It was in our hands, and wasn't able to pull it out. We won 1 out of 3. And so, overall, I thought it was a pretty good first year.
That's good.
Absolutely. For those people, Coach, that don't know, Middle Tennessee played Alabama to the bitter end. Shoulda, coulda, woulda advanced instead of Alabama. So it's getting to be a very competitive conference. But I also want to throw this out there too for those of you guys that are listening and don't know Coach here. Last year, we play for the Sparks here for Coach Stewart here, Slade, and we started going to camps last year. But I had to email because my daughter's just an 8th grader, so we go down to Coach's camp in the off season. I think it was December or sometime down there, and she got to participate in Coach Daugherty's camp down there at UAB.
Oh,
and
sweet!
When we left there, I asked her, and we went to about 4 or 5 more. I said, well, rank your top 4 camps. And she goes, there isn't a top 4, it's a top 1. She goes, I love Coach, and I love UAB, Daddy. I don't think I want to go anywhere else. So we're looking forward to coming down in June he's got a camp down there then, which I can't tell people out there enough how good going to these camps and just seeing where you really are and where you really need to be as a young player is. And with Coach Daugherty, he does such a good job at UAB. You'd be remiss not to drive, what is it, Tom, maybe an hour and a half minutes down there to get there. So
unless you get hung in one of them traffic jams.
We'll get off on 31. Get off on 31, hit it. We're good.
Yeah.
Coach, I appreciate you letting us come, and we'll be back.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, camps are a huge deal. They're an opportunity on both ends. They're an opportunity for us to put kids in controlled situations, and we dictate that. We make it look just like we want it to look. And so, if you leave there and we haven't seen what we wanted to see, that's our fault. And then, from the student athlete perspective, what we want them to see is what does it look like to be a part of this? How would you be coached if you chose our program? How do we interact amongst each other? As a lot of times there will be some of our kids there, and how do we interact with them? And I think that is a huge part of the decision when a student athlete gets to that point is this somewhere that I can go and be happy? Is this somewhere that fits me? And I think that people, they miss that a lot. And I used to preach that a lot at Wallace State, because I'm going, hey guys, JUCO's a great route. You need to give it some consideration, because a lot of times it's really about the fit. And I would argue the same thing at UAB. Don't get me wrong, I grew up an Alabama fan, like half the state or more did. But some places fit you financially, some places fit you personally, some places fit you academically, and you need to try to go somewhere where you can check as many of those boxes as you can.
The one thing I remember about Coach Tom is Lily, he asked my daughter, what grade are you in? She goes, I'm in 8th grade. Coach Tom said, I don't know where I'll be by the time you graduate high school.
I think I said I'll probably be fired by then.
That's right.
I've always heard there are two kinds of coaches, those that have been fired and those that are about to be.
Yeah.
And so, when people tell me they're that young, I'm like, oh, baby, they'll be tired of me here by then.
Well, we sure hope you are.
UAB is a great school. Ladies and gentlemen, I neglected to mention our sponsor. We are currently in the special guest segment sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing with A.J. Daugherty, the head coach of UAB softball. And my daughter went to UAB, Coach, and when she went down there for the marching band camp, as soon as she got finished with the marching band camp, she knew exactly where she was going to school.
Yeah, it's a different atmosphere. I'm from the middle of nowhere, guys. I'm originally from a place called Leroy, Alabama. It's about an hour north of Mobile. There are 2 red lights in our entire county, and neither are in Leroy. So, for me, that's a huge difference in what I grew up in and now where I go to work every day. But it's a different dynamic. We sort of have this bubble right off of the interstate there that, although it's in Birmingham, when you get on campus, sometimes you don't really feel like, other than hearing a siren or two, you don't really know you're in Birmingham. We have great athletic facilities, a lot of buzz going on right now. Of course, Andy Kennedy is rocking and rolling with basketball, went to the NIT championship, probably got hosed a little bit on the bubble for the field of 64. And then Trent Dilford's our new football coach. There's a lot of buzz about that. I mean, he's just a Super Bowl champion quarterback.
Yeah.
He texted me the other day when I was announced as the Conference USA Coach of the Year, and I immediately looked at my assistant coach, and I was like, I don't think I've ever gotten a text from a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So that, there's just a lot of cool things. And UAB is the 8th ranked public school in America academically.
Yeah.
So, it's just, there's a lot of really positive things and cool things about my job. And, it doesn't make it quite as hard to sell as you might think. And, I'd like to think that here soon, our product on the field will be speaking for it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, for those of you listening, it's a real simple get to the softball stadium at UAB. It's 1 turn, 2 turns. You're there. It's cheap tickets.
Yeah.
It's a great product. You need to go watch them play, because you can be home or be at one of my favorite places, Full Moon Barbecue, within 5 minutes. Just head down there.
Heck yeah.
Now, which Full Moon is it? It's not the one down in
Fultondale, man.
Fultondale. Okay.
On the way home.
Oh,
man.
okay. That's that
home.
one right there. I went south down around Alabaster and hit that one the other day.
Or you can go to Dreamland right down the street.
Dreamland, that's what I was going to say.
Awesome.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
No,
Coach, congratulations on the award. I didn't realize you were the Coach of the Year. So
yeah, and what means the most to me about the award was all of the 10 head coaches vote on it. You can't vote for yourself. And so it meant a lot to me that my peers thought that. I didn't know if I was necessarily deserving. I could have thought of 2 or 3 other people that were just as deserving as I was, in my opinion. And so when they announced it, man, it just knocked my socks off. So I was very, very flattered and humbled by it. And we actually also had the Conference Player of the Year. She was our starting catcher, and obviously very excited for her too.
Well, now, so talk about your journey from Leroy, Alabama to UAB.
Well, So I was always going to be a high school baseball coach and social studies teacher. That was just what was in the cards for me. And you know the old saying, if you want to hear God laugh, just tell him what you got.
What your plans are, exactly. Yes, sir.
Right. So I go to Shelton State right out of high school, and finishing my freshman year up there, my high school baseball coach calls me one day. His name is Danny Powell. He's won 4 or 5 state championships in baseball and 4 or 5 in football. And everywhere he goes, the dude just wins down in our neck of the woods. And, of course, he's a big role model for me. And so he calls me and he says, hey, man, you need to go talk to my brother. He's just gotten the head softball coaching job at Shelton State, and they don't have a paid assistant. So he's going to be looking for some student help. And I said, Coach Powell, I am flattered that you called me, but there's no way I'm coaching softball. I'm not a softball guy. I know nothing about it. You know, I'm a baseball guy. It doesn't matter if you're coaching chess. If you've got collegiate coaching experience on your resume, you're going to have a leg up on, you know, everyone else in the interview process. So I reluctantly go see his brother. His brother, for whatever reason, takes a chance on somebody that probably really wasn't a lot of help to him. And so I spent a year as a student assistant at Shelton, finished up there. You know, after some point at a 2-year school, that you've taken all the classes that you can transfer. I'm dating a girl at the time who is roommates with the starting catcher for Alabama. And so we're over at their apartment one night, and I said, hey, I need you to get me a meeting with Coach Murphy, talking to the roommate. And she says, why? And I said, I'm going to work for him. And she kind of laughs, and she goes, he's not going to hire you. And I said, you just get the meeting set up, and I'll handle the rest of it.
Let me worry about that.
Right. So I go see him, and he gives me an opportunity on no pay, no scholarship to come work in the fall. And so I'm working at a movie gallery, and I'm a work study on campus, and I'm trying to make my hours with him. And must have done a decent job. He wound up putting me on full scholarship for the last year and a half of my 4-year degree in Tuscaloosa. And so I get done with that. A local high school, a little 1A school in Tuscaloosa, reaches out to him looking for a recommendation to hire a coach. You know, he recommends me, and so I coach high school ball in Tuscaloosa at 2 different places for the next 3 years. Then I get the opportunity to come to James Clemens in 2012 and open that school and start that program. So, you know, from there, I was there 4 years, I think. Then I took the Wallace job, was there for 6 years, and here I am now. So still paying the bills somehow.
Well, now, why were you hesitant to coach softball?
I knew nothing about it.
Well, I mean, it looks like being a baseball coach, you know, you might have a little bit of a clue, but hey, I'm not a coach, so I don't know.
I'll be frankly honest with you. At the time in my hometown, we had just transitioned from slow pitch to fast pitch. And unfortunately, and I hate to even say this, but unfortunately, it was just not taken seriously by anybody in the community. They played at a rundown rec field. So, and you know, I played high school baseball, so I didn't get to go watch them. Not only were they not on campus, but we were playing and practicing a lot of the time that they were. So I had, honestly, guys, the first fast pitch softball game I watched, from the first pitch to the last pitch, I coached first base in. I'd never been around it. I'd never seen it.
Sound like Jerry Clower. Yeah. First college football game I ever saw, I played in it.
Yeah. I wish I could make as much.
But we're talking about that. We've got a good travel ball coach where we play. Like I said before, Slade Stewart. He was a college baseball. He was a college baseball player, like Coach was. Yeah. And he's one of the greatest around as far as being able to teach the game and know what situations. And I think that's a great thing to do. You know, you got that baseball background, and y'all, I love baseball. Yeah. But I can watch 20 college softball games a day. It's just I guess because my kids play. Yeah. But man, it's just quicker and it's fun to watch, and I don't know.
Well, I always describe it. To people as it is way more spectator friendly. You don't have that. You know, like I went and watched a baseball game the other night at Trash Pandas. I enjoyed it, but you know, you get a 2-hop ground ball to the third base, He comes through it. He sets his feet. He shuffles twice as he pats his glove twice, throws it across the diamond, and he still gets the hitter by 2 steps.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that don't happen in our sport.
No, it does not.
There's not that kind of time in our sport. Yeah. You better push through that ball, throw that ball on the run, and it's going to be bang, bang at first base. And people enjoy that. That's why it's spectator.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We got you, Coach. There you are.
You're going to see the popularity just rocket.
Yes.
Continue to rocket.
Yeah.
Now, what's some of the speeds of your pitchers that they're throwing now?
UAB, we don't have anybody just lighting it up. We're 63, 64, and below. I'd say we might have had a kid touch 65 once this year. Most of them are right there around that 62, 63 mark. You know, and every now and then on a cold day, we're probably more like 60, 61.
Gotcha.
But now we're rolling out there at times, and you're seeing 67, 68. That's not that uncommon anymore.
I still think it's about, you know, man, I think Greg Maddox is, I'm going to compare baseball again. He could hit his spots. And trust me, you go play against teams that's got girls that throw it this 60 that can hit a spot and throw a curve or a change. Oh, it sure is a difference maker. That's I think that's more what it's about.
You know, when we got to UAB, you know, we didn't know any of these kids. We didn't recruit them. And so one of the incoming freshmen was sort of sold as a utility kid that could pitch. Well, she's 60, 61. True freshman, goes out there and wins double-digit games for us this year. She's on the all-freshman team, and we're talking about 2 pitches. We're talking 61-mile-an-hour fastball and an all-speed pitch. I can any camp.
Coach, isn't it funny how you talk to some parents and they tell you that their kid has 6 or 7 pitches? And I'm like you, I'm thinking, man, fastball and change, that's what else?
So when I was at James Clemens, we had a young lady named Aubrey James. She played for me there. She was the Class 7A Pitcher of the Year my last year at JC, and she threw 2 pitches, and it was a fastball that truly right off the end of her finger, so it had a little peel drop action to it. So I guess you could argue it was more of a peel drop than a fastball, but fastball, and she had a Mickey Mouse changeup that, you know, she didn't slow her body down far, and we wore people out with a fastball in, a fastball out, and a changeup.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That sounds good.
That's all you need.
I remember Coach Keenum out here at Athens State before. Well, it wasn't Athens State. It was Athens at the time. But fast pitch had not reached the college level yet. So they were playing fast pitch at Athens, and this was years ago. But I went to see a couple of games, and, buddy, them girls towed that rubber, and that ball's hissing it on the way to the catcher, and you can hear it from the bleachers.
That's right. Yeah. But rewinding about what Coach just said when he said Leroy, the first thing I thought of when he said Leroy, because I'm a football coach, was Coach Powell, the Leroy Bears, and Coach with that windbreaker when they go to state championship games. I can still see him standing on the sidelines when we go watch Leroy play for the state title.
Listen, that dude is one of a kind.
Yes,
he is one of a kind.
Yes, sir.
Look, last time I saw him, he was coaching now. He was headed to practice, I think. He was in gym shorts, Crocs. I'm pretty sure his cleanest, dirty, dry fit practice shirt. Yeah. And he had on a pair of reading glasses around it. They were hanging around his neck from what I'm sure was a football cleat shoelace.
That's awesome.
He is in that category of don't really care what you think about him, and he plays the old dumb country guy. He plays that up a little bit, but underneath that unshaven face and uncombed hair is a mastermind.
Yes, I totally agree.
It reminds me a lot of Coach Leach.
Very much a mad scientist behind that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
If he came on here and talked for about 5 minutes and you didn't know who he was, you'd probably think, we had the wrong. There's no way that guy has more state championship rings than he has fingers, because he would be like, I mean, we've been all right, and we just do what we can with what we've got. Just an old laid back country guy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So something has happened here. Something has come to our producer's mind. So,
well, I'm assuming y'all play in the fall too.
We do.
Okay. So, what is there anything different about other than maybe weather conditions about playing in the fall and spring?
You mean for UAB?
Yeah. Well, just maybe in general.
Well, yeah. And so the fall we use it. I mean, it is an exhibition season. It's really glorified scrimmages. And sometimes you'll see. I mean, sometimes it will be very much like that. Like we'll go play somebody sometimes, and they'll come over and go, Coach, if it's okay with you, we want to start the third inning with a runner at first. The fourth inning with runners at second and third. Both teams will get it. It's really not about the scoreboard as much as it is put in different situations. You're trying to get everybody some pitching time, some playing time, and you really want to come out of the fall understanding what you have.
That's cool.
Really like spring football.
That sounds good. Coach, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a hoot. Wish you guys best of luck on next year, and go Blazers, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for having us on. And I know mentioned earlier in the conversation about our camps, you can go to AJDaughertySoftballCamps.com. You can find all of our summer camps. We'll be putting up our fall camps soon. And like you said, it's not that bad a drive. Come down and see us, and make sure you come by and let's shake hands and chit chat. Don't be a stranger.
Sounds good, Coach. Thank you so much.
And you're going to have to hook me up with Coach Dilfer too.
You got it.
Now he's trying to throw shade. So
awesome. See you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. See you.
Thank y'all.
All righty. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach A.J. Daugherty on the special guest segment sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's Tailgate Talk? Go online to tailgatetalk.net and hear the archives. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
When you're looking for something special for your next event, why not bring in the most amazingly fine flavored shaved ice this side of the islands? Kona Ice of Decatur in Athens. Whether it's a school or major sporting event, a picnic, or a festival, Kona Ice brings the fun and laughter. From their steel drum music to their signature flavor wave, where guests can flavor their own shaved ice. No event is too big or too small. Kona Ice makes fundraising easy too. Call Kona Ice today and tell them what you have in mind. 256-566-5298. Or look for them on your favorite social media platform. Kona Ice of Decatur in Athens. 256-566-5298. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hi, this is Dan Loria, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Coach Clint Legg, also known as Mayhem. And we've got the...
I'm your overly... now they're shooting basketball out there.
Yeah.
I'm your overly aggressive brother.
Yeah.
I love those. Thank you for that compliment.
Yes, sir. You are most welcome. We got, ladies and gentlemen, we got Wade Pace and his son Will, who don't be talking on. He's just sitting here looking like a coach's son supposed to look. Anyway, with Blue Springs Youth Football and Cheer, what's going on with Blue Springs Youth Football and Cheer, Wade?
This is the first time in several years that we've tried to get a youth league football and cheerleading going.
Gotcha.
And we used to have one, but it kind of died out and went away. And my son plays middle school football, and we went to their jamboree, and I noticed kids were behind. They didn't know how to block. They didn't know how to tackle. And the coaches only have a month to teach them these basic fundamentals, and then try to work some plays in.
Your schedule is limited, especially with middle school.
Yeah, and I'm like, our guys are so far behind the 8 ball. We've got to do something to help these kids out. So I talked to Coach Johnson and Coach Parker, and talked to Coach Legg, and next thing I know, we're starting up a new league.
Awesome, and that's a lot of high schools around here have their own pee-wee. That's what we used to pee-wee midget, but youth football now is what it's called.
I look at copying people who are very successful when it comes to high school sports. First thing is as I'm doing and we're doing all we can to upgrade every facility we have at Clements. Second of all, look at Fife. Fife High School has a Pee-wee program that runs what Coach Benefield runs. They do. He goes out there. He's a part of it. They play games. Like, I want these guys playing their games at Clements High School Stadium.
Exactly.
They're welcome to use our practice field and our facilities any day of the week. I'll help them all I can, do whatever they need to do to fundraise to get whatever. I'm sure Mr. Pace will tell you about that. But until we decide to put a lot into our little kids, our little dudes down there at Blue Springs, we're always going to struggle when it comes to middle school. We still have guys, y'all, in high school that really don't know how to get in a good stance. And that shouldn't be like that. That's why we need a strong Pee-wee football program, and I'm so thankful that we have parents like Mr. Pace here that's willing to go do something he don't have to do to help out our school down here at Clements High School.
Good words. What have you started your sign-ups and everything?
We've had 3 rounds of in-person sign-ups, and we have online registration at bsyfca.org.
bsyfca.org. Okay.
Just click under registration, put your email in there, and fill out the forms and hit submit, and we take credit card and PayPal.
Here's what else I've learned about Clements. What's a phone number? Because I can email a ton of parents, they never get back.
Yeah.
But I always like to call and talk. Mm-hmm. I'm not an email person, guys. I'm a call. Is there a phone number, Mr. Pace, that somebody could call if they want to ask some questions about how to register?
There is. I had a gentleman email me this week and asking me about that. Area code 256-874-6895.
6895. What is the fee for registering?
For football, it's $125.
Okay.
Which covers?
That gives us pads and jersey.
Awesome.
I wish we could do more, but we're kind of limited in what we can do because we don't have anything yet. So.
Speaking of, Mr. Tell the people there, what do we need? What all do you guys need that we're lacking right now that we need and we could use?
The main thing we're lacking is we need parent involvement. I need volunteers for, field crew, security, medical personnel. Those things are going to cost us money if we don't have somebody in the community that can volunteer and do those things for us. And it costs big money to have those guys come out and need that. We need pads, helmets, all that good stuff. I've got an inside track on that right now, so hopefully we'll have that soon. But I need some parents with some good ideas on how to fundraise and bring some money in.
How receptive are the parents in this area? Because it's my area too. I live over there.
I'll help him out some. we have several little pockets in the Clements community of people that have a lot and some that don't have a lot, some that don't have anything.
Yeah.
So I think when you're fundraise, this is what I tell my coaches, because I think if I were to say, what'd you do the best when you coach fundraise? But up there where I was, we had a great support system. We had a lot more people. So I think what you got to do at Clements is you got to do fundraisers that encompasses the Clements, every community. Like West does the fishing. That's everybody.
Yeah.
When you do a skeet shoot, that's everybody. That's not just going to door at Clements and going, I need this for, because we have sports now that's doing good. We have football, we have baseball, we definitely have girls basketball, volleyball. You got all that. So you're going to have to think outside the box kind of sort of to do the fundraisers. And I think that's what Mr. Pace is trying to relay to us, is that it's a difficult thing sometimes to fundraise. It's like that, like at Tanner, it's the same way. Elkmont's the same way.
It's a work in progress, and it takes a
little time.
It takes a village. It takes some dedication.
It does. And I understand that to a lot of our parents, $125 that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, and our cheerleading fee is $75, and I've got several of those so far. As well, and glad to have those, because like I said from the beginning, this is not just about football, although football is very important. We're going to sponsor and get our cheerleaders some extra time in as well, but even $75 to some of these parents
it's a lot of money.
It's hard to come up with sometimes, and and with baseball just now winding down, as a matter of fact, we were in West Limestone playing Pee Wee tournament just last week, so I know a lot of parents are looking for just a little bit of a break before they start talking about anything else. And I've got several of the baseball players that were on my son's baseball team. They've taken forms and they've communicated that they want their kids to play, and when can we get the money. And so I just kind of wanted to let everybody know that we're going to have sign-ups again next weekend at Blue Springs Gymnasium on June the 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Plenty of time to get out there. Like I said, we still have the online registration, which is open.
What date was that again?
June 3rd.
June 3rd. That's okay. Next Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Is that going to be the last sign-up day, or
we're going to have
see how it goes?
Depends on how good of a player you are.
Yeah, I remember those days.
I'll take you all the way up to game day if you can play.
I was going to say, as a matter of fact, in the league meeting, they were talking about, getting your roster in time before the Jamboree. They didn't really want to get them like the day of the Jamboree because we were waiting on players. But I was thinking, man, I might take registration all the way up to the Jamboree. So, but we're looking to really shut down registration about last week of July. That'll give us a month of practice before we play a Jamboree. So,
well, here you go. I just sent you a Facebook friend request.
All right.
So whenever you post these Blue Springs youth football things, tag me in them.
I will.
I got a lot of friends, and some folks see it
in low places.
A lot of friends in low places.
But hey, the one thing I'm so glad for this is you wouldn't believe the number of kids that would go that I would hear like he's in the 5th grade. He plays Pee Wee football for the West Limestone team.
Yeah, exactly.
Do what? It's like telling me, I got a kid playing for the Auburn team. Oh, he's going to play for Alabama. But, that's what I mean by that.
He can't help it. Jesus still loves it.
Yeah, he does. I hope he does. But, yeah, we need our own. We need our own to be working on our own. And we're all going to take this. We being me, being our coaches, we're going to be an open door policy. Those coaches and the kids are welcome anytime to our ball games, our practices, whatever we do. Our players like Will here is going to be, out there to help them out. This is going to be a community project. This is not going to be, some places you go. When I was the coach where I was, I felt like I was stepping on the toes of the Pee Wee. I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted them to use my place, and that's my vision at Clements is I want us building a program from 8 till when you get out of high school.
Right, and this is not going to happen overnight. It may not happen in a year or two, but if you can start something that continues and continues to build.
I want it to happen soon, Tom, because I ain't got much more left in the tank.
Well, you ain't but 55 now, dude.
Thank you for saying that. That makes me feel even older.
I'm 57. I got 3 years to get to 60.
Yeah.
I do have to say that I'm really, really thankful for the support that we've got from Coach Parker and Coach Legg and Coach Johnson and some of the other coaches there at Clements. They have been stoked about this ever since we first started talking about it, and they've given a lot of good ideas, a lot of good feedback, and and it's good to see some people fired up for Clements for a change. It's been lacking for a long time. I've lived in this area for 25 years now, and it's just been lacking for a while. And even though I didn't go to school there the last couple of years, my heart bleeds black and white.
You fall in love with the community, and
You
it is what it is. You meet people like this guy who went to school there. My wife went to school there. My dad went to school there.
As you look around the county, the smartest people went to Clements High School. Just being honest. Hey, Tom, you live on New Cut Road.
I live on
you knew
New
what
Cut
you were
Road.
doing, man.
Exactly.
You knew what you were doing. Got a nice place over there on New Cut.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I mean, I love where you're from. It's just here's the deal. Those two communities, those two schools, you could throw them in there and stir it up, and you'd have a great school together.
What's that?
About
You
the
have
only
Tanner
place that can
Clements?
really get along together.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it was when you went, and we were all big-time buddies over there.
Yeah. Yeah, we liked you guys. We just didn't like to. We always
Just
wanted
when
to
we
beat
played,
you.
I'm cool with that, man. I'm good with that.
That's part of life.
I'm good with that.
But yes.
It's been really good to have somebody that was a graduate there, become principal there, because that a little bit closer to home, so a little bit more vested. And like I said, it's definitely had me fired up the past couple of years for anything Clements. It doesn't matter if it's athletics or not. I've told Coach Legg before that anything you need at that school, you let me or my wife know, and we'll be there.
And they are. And hey, if you're somebody out there and you want to, I don't think we've got any problem with putting something on a jersey. If you say, I want to sponsor those, I'll sponsor those jerseys. Kind of like one of my favorite Little League teams of all times.
Bad
I
News
remember
Bears.
on the Chico's Bell Bond.
Chico's Bell Bond.
You're awesome, Tom. That was my team, man. I wanted to play with those guys. I felt like I'd fit right in.
What's the one that cursed all the time? Turner? Not that was his name.
Ogilvy.
Tanner.
That's Tanner. Kelly Leak.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes out there.
Riding his dirt
bike. Awesome. That's good stuff.
And follow. Sorry, I went in the ditch here. It's Twitter, I believe it is. They were, historic baseball vids, and they've been running like baseball cards.
Oh yeah,
Kelly Leak, center fielder of the Bears,
most underrated, one of the most underrated players of all time. That's awesome.
Had a great pitching arm. Played center field, left field, and right field. Sometimes to his teammates' dismay.
I like the one with the great Hambino off the Sandlot. He's there with Alex Rodriguez, and it said, "In this picture is Alex Rodriguez and the greatest home run hitter in baseball history."
That's right. That's awesome.
I thought you said the great Bambi.
Great Bambi. That stupid wimpy deer. Pace Tyler said to tell you what's up. So he said, "What's up, Ty?" No, he's not listening. That's great.
But, man, like I said, please get behind this, Clements.
Yes.
And let's get this going so we can – we're trying to catch up right now. We're trying to catch up with some other level places. I'm just going to be honest with you. Ray's doing a great job. Ray Aiken is doing a great job with the league he's got going on up there at Athens.
Yes.
A lot of support, a lot of that going on. And, he did it at East for a while. But I want us to, we don't have that many people, but we can be on that level as far as competing.
Gotcha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here. We're not leaving yet. Yeah. Send out again. Sign ups June 3rd.
June 3rd.
10 to 2.
10 to 2 at Blue Springs Gymnasium.
Okay.
That's on right off 72.
Right there. Man. I almost run that red light last night. I'm serious.
Go ahead.
I drove. I was just wide open. We was going to see my nephew graduated Lauderdale County, Rogersville, and wife sitting over here right behind me. She goes, "Tom, that light's red, don't you?" I said, "What light?" Slam on the way. And I said, "Who puts a light in the middle of the highway just because there's an elementary school over there?"
That's right.
I know. But, yeah. Anyway, at Blue Springs Gymnasium.
Blue Springs Gymnasium. And then, like I said, we have online registration at bsyfca.org. That is our website. It's still under construction, but I do have the registration link operating. let's see.
There's registrations links operating, so
Right.
that will work.
Yeah, they can get, like I said, they can just go in, put their email address in, then there's some medical forms, student or player information, and then there's a code of conduct for the players and the parents that we asking them to follow, and then you click submit, and it takes you to payment, and you can, like I said, you can put in your debit card number, or you can use PayPal.
All right.
All else fails, call Clements High School, ask for me, and I'll put you on Mr. Pace.
Absolutely. Yep. Wade Pace, area code 256-8746-895. So we're going to watch this and hope Clements and Blue Springs starts putting that program together, man. Let it grow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One of these days, he'll be having a gym named there. Clint Leg.
No, that's my wife. I'm not important anymore. But, hey, listen, the buddies I've chosen in my life have led me down a road where I'm not where my wife and my dad and my brother was.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, you got it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
If you have a question, comment, or idea for Tailgate Talk, you can email it to tailgatetalk@hotmail.com. We'll be right back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk on 1080 WKAC.
Temperatures are not the only thing starting to sizzle. Fiber fast internet from Ardmore Telephone Company is fire. Switch or upgrade to a gig for only $89.90 a month. Stream summer blockbusters. Use your Wi-Fi to monitor your smart grill. Cool off with connected smart home devices. And so much more. Call 800-830-9946 to get gig connected today. That's 800-830-9946. Introductory prices for new fiber customers only.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. Keep up with Athens and Limestone County sports with a Play Action Sports Report. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
This is Shelby Davis, West Limestone head football coach, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old Tomcat here alongside Coach Clint Legg, principal, Clements High School, also known as Mayhem.
I like that better.
Producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've got Kristen Kulavich on. Did I pronounce that right, Kristen?
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. She is with the County Line State of Mind. They ought to be a country song. I'm in a county line state of mind.
I agree. Maybe someone will write one for us.
Maybe so. 10K, 5K. Talk about what you got going on in the County Line State of Mind.
All right, so June 17th, Saturday, June 17th, 7 a.m., the 10K kicks off. 7:15, the 5K kicks off. It is the City of Madison's signature race, and it's kind of powered by James Clemens Baseball, and James Clemens High School plays host to the start line and the finish line.
Okay.
It is the only race in the City of Madison Madison, which is contained as far as it has complete police protection, and it is in the street. So cars are barred from the route, and runners, I don't know if you're a runner, but if you are, you know that you are contained to sidewalks, and you see the road, and you're like, that would be so much better of a surface to run on.
Yes.
And this is like their chance. So they always kind of look at us at the starting line like, you're really going to let us go in the street. And all the kind of the newbies, it's like, no, you're going to get to run in the street, and a car is not going to run over you. And it's just kind of a freeing thing. They use all 5 lanes, and the runners travel just as vehicles would. And so they leave James Clemens, they head south on County Line. They make the 10K makes its turn down close to just right at Old Highway 20.
Okay.
And they make the turnaround and come back. And the 5K, it's really close to a veterinary clinic on the south end, and they make their turn. And that middle lane, we have water stations, aid stations. We have complete police and fire protection. We have HIMSI on site. The city of Madison really goes above board to make sure it's a great race. And so all of their personnel, Parks and Rec, everybody kind of joins in and makes sure that everyone has a great time.
Well, that's a hard habit to break. I mean, you've been taught since you were a kid not to run in the street,
right?
I know. Yes. So it's but you can see the devious ones. They're just very, they're like, I'm running in the street. So they're ready.
It's funny you said, don't know if any of y'all are runners.
Well, wait a second.
I'm not.
Is registration still open? Can you still run?
Yes, that was a question.
Absolutely. So registration is still open, and we have on jcjetsbaseball.com.
Okay.
We have a page on there if you go under support, and you can find the County Line State of Line page. You can also register through runsignup.com and just type in County Line State of Mind, and our page comes up for registration. And of course, the closer we get to the race, the higher the price goes. So if you register today, you get a much better price. Every runner gets a T-shirt. It's one of our signature County Line State of Mind tees. And then we have packet pickup will be at Fleet Feet Madison store on June 16th at 5 p.m.
That's awesome.
So from 5 to 7, all of our sponsors, they will have tables there. Sometimes they'll have, they'll have rub downs, or like Dr. Hussein of Spine Care. They're our platinum sponsor. He will come in. He's a past athlete himself. Just amazing guy, and lots of support given to the runners. And then also Fleet Feet, their staff is there. We have a really good turnout for that. It's just, you can come in, pick up your packet, get your race bib, T-shirt, all that kind of good stuff. Shop if you need to. Fleet Feet always puts great coupons in our bags, so you can shop while you're there if you want to.
Awesome. I mean, Tom, I think if Tim will allow it, we'll get a KAC team, because I'm sure we can get Todd Tomerlin, Beanie Hargrove, and Coach Matt Smith to come run that 7K.
Greg Miller might even volunteer to run. Yes.
Those guys can make it.
Yes.
If Todd runs from here to the door, I want to come watch him. And Beanie.
We can video it. We can have proof.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Tim. Let's get a WKAC team up of those three guys.
I think we would have to have a 5-yard category there.
Yeah,
10K, 5K.
What did she say? A rub down? Yeah. Those guys would definitely need a rub down.
They would definitely need a rub down.
Yeah. So on race day, they'll have their tables there as well. In addition to packet pickup, and they'll have tables there as well. And if runners if they want to have a rub down or kind of a recovery from their run, that's there. We'll have, of course, lots of cold drinks, popsicles, and fruit for the runners. And just, it's one of those, of course, if it's better weather, then we're happier. So if you could just like place a order for that for me for that day.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just I request perfect weather. But it's one of those that, gosh, what a beautiful campus James Clemens has. Yeah. And then leaving that campus, going through those beautiful turns and turning on the county line. So it's got some great, just small rolling hills. You get great views going and coming. It's just, and it's the weirdest thing, but there's always a breeze on county line.
Yeah.
Always. Sure. So it's like you've got your own little air conditioning going out there. It's just a great race. And so we look forward to seeing everybody out there.
I was thinking you might turn and go down Gillespie, but you got to go south or north to go to Gillespie from there.
Correct.
I was going to tell a quick story. A guy I used to build cabinets with, we were building at a house on Gillespie, and we asked where we were going. He said, we're going to a road called Giles Pie. Giles Pie?
That's awesome.
The guy goes, no, it's Gillespie.
Now, I don't guess Coach Johnson's going to be participating in this run.
He has to help me. I'll give him an out on that. Okay. I really need him to help me. So I race direct, and he and his crew of coaches, they are amazing. They handle all of the parking and the traffic details that are on site there at the school, keeping people at a distance from the runners, just making sure everyone is safe, as well as kind of, if a runner needs assistance or they need a ride back. But they're still maybe on campus close and our sag wagon hasn't made it around, then they will go and help a runner. So it's, I need him to help. Yeah. So one day maybe he will be the runner, but this year he needs to be my help.
I can't remember what I was going to ask you now. When you said sooner the price would go up. Now I don't want to encourage anybody to push the deadline, but what is the deadline before it goes up and the fee goes up?
So I believe right now we're probably at $20, and it does go. So the week of the race, I believe it goes to $40. And so between now and then, it's static at 20. Okay. And it's a super easy online payment. You can even check in with Run Sign Up. They have an app. You can even check in for your race packet using your app. You can we can scan your barcode or your QR code if you pull it up. Super easy and quick process.
Awesome. Oh, you got some other things going on. I mean, you mentioned the shopping online and all that other stuff, but I mean. Aside from the running, the 5K and 10K, isn't there something else going on, base running or something like that?
Yes. So we, at the end, while results are being certified, so our route is USATF certified and USATF sanctioned. And so we have a timer from Memphis, best times timing. So while they're certifying the race results, getting ready for the presentation of awards, we have a base run around the bases. Some of our baseball players volunteer, and all the kiddos that want to can come out and run the bases with them. And while runners are kind of recovering and hanging out until time for the awards. And then we have the award ceremony there on the baseball field as well.
Okay. Now you are in charge of you've been doing all the James Clemens baseball social media, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you've done a really good job, because I mean,
Thank you.
We always, during baseball season, there's always, game day, this and this and this and this, and so you've been really busy with that. Of course, You've got a player too.
So he graduated this year. He's a senior.
Okay. Oh wow!
So he graduated a couple weeks ago.
Okay. So
he's my second of four. We still have two more coming through.
Oh, okay.
So they're at elementary school right now. So we're in Madison City school system forever. So
so what's his plans
So he's headed to Calhoun in the fall, and he wants to pursue mechanical engineering.
Hey, good pursuit there.
Yes.
Is he going to play baseball there?
He is not. He's not. He's going to do academics only.
Okay. All right. So, well, let's go through all the particulars again on sign-ups and deadlines and all that cost. And
you can go to JC
Jets Baseball.
JC Jets. I added one too many J's there. JCJetsBaseball.com. And find it on that website. They also run signup.com.
Yes.
Date of the race is June 17th.
Yes.
So keep going. Anything I've missed?
With the next day being that Sunday is Father's Day, I mean, what a great opportunity if you want to run with Dad or run for Dad or in Dad's honor or memory. It's kind of just what a great way to celebrate that weekend. And we do. We have sometimes we'll have multi-generational families that come out, and they're celebrating dads that will run together. So it's kind of we just hope to have a cool weekend, a good, safe, fun race, and just look forward to having everybody there on campus.
Well, we wish you guys the best and hope you raise a lot of money and have a lot of runners there.
Awesome. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kristen. And we wanted to thank everybody for joining I'm trying to get it out, Kristen. Thank you for joining us on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. So we'll hope to bring you back next year.
Tom.
Yeah, we'll eventually get it. Thank you, girlfriend.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you as well. We got one more little short segment. But we're going to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is UAH men's basketball coach John Schulman, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Singing a little yacht rock here during the break.
From the lighter side.
Yeah, from the lighter side. Let's toss it over to Coach Legg. Coach, tell us what you was going to talk about, man.
First of all, I want to tell everyone that's contributed to the Bama Zach and is going to contribute to the Bama Zach scholarship. It's really, these last few years has really been really good. I've been really congratulate all the kids that's won. And this year we were blessed to have 2 of our Clements student athletes win it. Haley Braden, was one of our softball players. I actually went to church with Zach, was in Zach's Sunday school class.
Oh, cool.
She won, and now her dad kind of does what Zach did. And she won it. She's going to Jacksonville, and she could really use it. And our other kid, man, he decided after football season he didn't want to go play football. So, he had several offers, and they pulled them all off the table. Then he comes in my office in late March, I want to go play. I can't live without it. I said, dude, with this transfer portal, you're in a bind. So we started making phone calls, Coach Parker, and I started making some phone calls, and luckily Brady's got a chance now. He's going to take an offer he's got and go to Troy. So, he could use it too. And both of these people are going to give back to sports. And that's what the Zach Scholarship is for, is kids that want to give back. And Brady wants to be, what P4 does for everybody in this county is the recovery and all that, the personal, not training, but physical therapy, I'm sorry. But that's what he wants to do and give back. And like I told him, if you get that degree, you need to help at a college and make some money for a while. Or I'd always like to do that with a pro team. I think that would be really exciting and fun. But I just like to tell you guys, Tim and this Tailgate Talk, y'all are a big part of this Bama Zach Scholarship, like all the sponsors are. And the kids and the principals in this county really appreciate all this scholarship is doing.
Absolutely.
Even though I'd give it all back to have Zach back.
Absolutely. So, turn the volume up.
Yeah. Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations to Addison Norwood of Elkmont. She's our last Athlete of the Week until August. So she gets her Applebee's Tailgate Talk T-shirt from that T-shirt printing place and gift card from Applebee's.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations to her.
I tell you what, y'all, Applebee's sure does take care of Tailgate Talk. As I'm looking here in front of us right now, they appreciate them too and what they do for Tailgate Talk and everybody else. Good place to be. And like you always say, there's TVs everywhere here, and they're getting a pretty good group coming in right now.
Absolutely. Place is filling up. TVs are going wide open. That 2-plate full of mozzarella sticks went, didn't it? There's 2 of them left.
Yeah, but Lucy's a little group of turds with him. They ate a lot of them. Lucy will have 3 or 4 in her pocket when I get home, saving them for later. Oh, man.
Oh, BZ loved them mozzarella sticks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's been a great season. We're going to go back to Best of Tailgate Talk starting next week. What date is the mud volleyball tournament? You can just tell me. I've got a. Oh, he don't remember.
It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Watch Facebook. You'll find when the mud volleyball tournament's going to be out there.
Awesome.
And I'll tell you what, on behalf of producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Mayhem himself, Coach Legg, I'm Tom McClung, old Tom Kid. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. We'll see you next season.
Roll Tide.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.